Hello, beautiful beings. I'm Azrael, and I'm coming to you today live from Nashville, Tennessee. I'm just really excited to be here with you all today. It's just a beautiful day. As you can see, there's still flowers blooming here. We've got some bright sunshine. You might see a groundhog walking around behind me, and feeling the grounded and power through so many things. We've been asked to step out of our comfort zone. We've been stepped to jump sort of into a place where the movement of life seems to be maybe stagnant or less than clear. And how do we find that deeper connection to trust, to truth, and to the universal good and grace that is truly in every moment? So I thought today I would just pick some cards for the collective, knowing that if you're here now or if you're tuning into this reading at any time today, that these cards are meant for you and that they are bringing wisdom and support for you in whatever's going on at this time that may be challenging or feel sticky or stuck in any way. And maybe even bringing some clarity. So let's all take a moment and tune in. Close our eyes. Take a couple deep breaths. As I said, I'm held here in nature, so I'm already feeling quite grounded. But notice if there's any place in your body or your being that is feeling held or stuck. Notice if there's any place in your energy field that feels like it's just holding on and not wanting to let go. And the next time you inhale, just give yourself the invitation, the permission to just let it all go. To let it all go to the river of life and the river of light that we're all a part of. And then take a moment and just let your breath go. Maybe really tuning in to either a specific question or something you're lacking clarity on in this moment. Or perhaps just thinking, what is it that I most need to know right now that will support me? As I tune into collective, and I honor my angels and guides, and ask for a clear message to come through today for all who are tuning in. The first card I'm going to pick is from these beautiful cards that are herbs from the Maya Toltec. So what do we most need support with? Oh, this is beautiful. This is the Quaking Aspen card, and it's called We Are One. And so it's really fitting, actually, for what's going on in the collective in the world right now, maybe even for your own experience. But this idea, right, of the aspen trees and the movement, it looks like fall or late fall, early winter. And this sense of life moving bigger and beyond us, shaking things up, stirring things up, maybe feeling like we don't have roots, right? That we're not connected to our roots. And certainly, perhaps the feeling that, oh my God, like sometimes it feels like I had to do this all alone. Their experience isn't like mine. And oh my God, it seems so easy for them. But what this card is reminding us, that even as things shake, even as things feel separate, even as things swirl around us, we are connected, and we must not forget that. Deep in our roots, deep in our vibration, and deep in the essence and energy of our being, we are one, and we are grounded. And not only are we one, but we can't do this alone. We're not meant to do this alone. So notice and look where you might be locking yourself up. You might be creating separation because you're holding it in or you're trying to forge ahead. It's all about receiving right now, giving in a collaboration, and connecting with the whole. So where can you let down the burden? And where can you allow yourself to be part of a community, part of a family, part of a partnership, so that you may move slowly in this shaking and crazy world from a grounded root of connected and collected community. Remember, we know this, right? But often we still like put on that sort of armor and like, I'm gonna forge ahead. I'll be perfectly honest, I don't think it's about forging ahead right now either, right? Like it's not about like pushing or forcing through. It's really about, let's hold hands, let's stand together, and let's connect to a vibration and a frequency that will truly allow us to shine and be stronger together. So I'm going to pull 2 more cards. And the next card I'm going to pull is from the Archangel Master deck by Doreen Virtue. And let's just see, what do we most need to know? And you could ask a different question or the same question. What do we most need to know right now as a collective? What can support us in the highest way? Saint Germain. I love this. This is also very potent right now. Work your magic. The beautiful and powerful Saint Germain holding the Merkaba of golden light and the celestial light. And I think this is also really potent and really important. What are you here for and what is your joy? Not what do you have to do to make a living or am I moving from this to make a living? But when you are in full alignment and connected to what makes your heart sing, how can you allow that to move through you? How can you allow that to move through you to give you the support to shine brightly, to sing louder? And this isn't about what you do for a living. Saint Germain, a lot of people really connect him to career and purpose and path, and he's a great helper for that. But I think what we're being asked to do as a collective and in our own life and in our own timeline right now is really start to get down to the basics. What is it? And what is it that we find joy in? Where is it that our frequency is lit up? And from there, how can we emit that frequency knowing that we are working our magic? So it might be just in connecting to the light in meditation. It might be in gardening. It might be in hiking in nature. Where is it that you shine? Maybe it's in drawing with your 2-year-old. Who knows, right? Where is it that you shine? And how can you own that radiance and from there work your magic and move it out into the world? It's great if your career and purpose is aligned and you're really working your magic and you show up in your job. Beautiful. Let that be. Let yourself be this radiant being that can spread that love in that way. But if it's not, don't bring all your focus there, or don't think about how do I make this my focus. Instead, where do you find the joy? And where can you connect to these tendrils of light of the Merkaba, of the sacred mystery, of the sacred geometry that bring you home into your body and bring you home into your being so that you can bring that magic to the world. And I think that's a big one. A lot of people are unwinding right now. It's not what we do. It's not how we serve. It's who we are. And it's in who we are that the magic can shine and that things can come alive. And so I think this invitation of Work Your Magic is really about what brings you in alignment with yourself. And as you do, how can you allow that to resonate through the world? And it starts by just amplifying it through your own experience. Okay. So I'm going to shuffle the decks one more time, or a deck one more time. And feel free, again, if you have a question or specific question to just sit with that. A good question that I keep asking is, what do we need to know for more support for the world or for the collective? What do we need to know? What can help us most? And And this deck I'm working with today is one of my favorite decks and one of my oldest decks. It's a Rider-Waite tarot deck. And it's very simple but very powerful. So what do we most need to know? What will support us most at this time? And I picked a Major Arcana card, which doesn't surprise me. Hold on one second. Okay. I'm going to actually pick two cards because the second one is a Major Arcana too. But we're going to start with this one. This is the Wheel of Fortune. And I think the number one thing, oh man, if we didn't know it already, things are out of our control. Like, totally out of our control. The timeline's out of our control. The spin of the wheel, the flow of life, the pieces being built up, the crystalline grid expanding. We are at, I don't want to say the whim of nature, but we are in the flow of life right now. And life is in a massive dying and rebuilding. And this Wheel of Fortune is letting us know everything's going to be fine. You are safe. You are held. There is going to be prosperity beyond your wildest dreams. It may take a different form than what we've been used to, but there is a prosperity behind our wildest dreams, beyond it. And just trust. Allow there to be the waves. Allow there to be the breakdowns. Allow there to be the uncertainty and the lack of clarity. Because right now the wheel is spinning. And as it spins, it's putting vibration out that is shifting, it is restructuring. As I said, it is killing off things and it is opening up things. And we have to trust in its awareness. We have to trust in its timing. And we have to let go of thinking that we know best. This is saying everything is okay. It's going to be okay. And all is unfolding into this bright and divine new world. But it's out of our control, and it's going to take time. And that's actually the second card that I pulled, is the Death card in reverse. And so this card, when I pulled this, I was just looking to see if there was another Major Arcana there. We're in a death right now. I don't think this means that we're not dying. I think it means that everything's just taking time. We're in a place of stagnation, and we're in a place, or seemingly stagnation. The wheel is spinning, remember? But we're in a place where the timeline is out of our control. And in the death and in the dying that is happening, there is going to be a lack of clarity to what the new world is. I mean, we all have it envisioned, right? We know there's going to be more love, more light, more opportunities, more connection, psychic abilities coming online, all this. But that's still a ways coming, right? There is a process that's happening that's bigger than us. And this Death in reverse card just means it's going to be slow, and it might not be so clear all the time. So be gentle with yourself. Trust in the timing. Keep holding that vibration of the highest frequency, as I said, as we work our magic. It's about what are we here for? Not what do we do. What are we here for? Where do we shine? And remembering as things shake and shift, we are not alone. We can hold it hands with each other. We can trust in the roots beneath the earth. And we can open into a space of collective awakening and awareness that will speed up the process. But we're in it right now. And we're being asked to not forge ahead on our own, asked to not force, not push, to find our frequency and to just trust in the process. So really timely reading, I feel like, really powerful reading. I'm curious if you had any specific questions. If you do, leave them in the comments, like questions that you asked that had been answered for you, or if there's anything you want to share about this. I just really felt called to connect with the cards today, and yeah, maybe I will again soon. It's lots of fun and also very, very powerful. Just know that you're not alone, and we are all in this together. As we step through the gateway, as we're in the gateway of this new earth and this new awakening. So sending you all a beautiful day, a big hug, and so much love. Namaste.